The lock while the tires were humming on the gravel. The cool forest wind caught the edge of the heavy door. You didn't tell me to stay inside, you just smiled and held the wheel. So I pushed myself up and leaned into the open space. My fingers are gripping the warm black paint of the roof, and the cold air is hitting my teeth before I can even catch my breath. We have been driving for 2 hours without looking at the map, leaving the empty coffee cups on the dashboard floor. On the road, the green trees are turning into a solid green wall on both sides. Damp pine needles and the sharp smell of gasoline in the air. I can see my own reflection in the side mirror, distorted and fast. You were holding the lens with one hand, steering with the other. Tell me to look back at you, tell me to laugh for the picture. Even if my eyes are watering from the speed of the highway, we don't need to discuss what we left in that quiet kitchen. We just need to keep the speed until the fuel runs out. Don't look back. Leaning far out of this moving car window, letting the wild wind tangle my messy hair. Looking right at you while the asphalt rushes past, the best frame of the summer that we will ever share. Moving too fast to feel the weight of the town, watching the green tunnel swallow us down. Swallow us down. My cheeks are raw and red from the rush of the air. My ears are filled with the loud hum of the road. This is the only way to keep the thoughts from catching up.
are so tall, they almost touch above the roof, cutting the gray sky into tiny pieces that disappear behind us now on the dark road. I keep my eyes straight ahead, focused on the yellow lines, trying to keep the steering wheel steady while the wind shakes the frame. I can hear you laughing over the roar of the air resistance. Your messy brown hair is hitting the glass behind my head. You left the passenger window wide open to let the forest in. It smells like cold, wet leaves and the heat off the engine block. We don't talk about the phone calls we ignored this morning. We just watch the white dashes rush under our wheels. Don't slow down. Watching the asphalt lines blinking past the hood, leaving the heavy thoughts behind us. In the dark woods, your cold hands reaching back to touch my shoulder, moving too fast to worry about getting older. Just the hum of the road and the wind in the trees, the simplest quiet that we could ever freeze. Ever freeze. Ever freeze. The sun is sinking behind the trees, but we don't care. The needle on the dashboard is staying right on 65. My hands are slightly sweating on the black plastic wheel, but the cool air from the open window keeps the cabin cold. If we stop now, the weight of the house will catch us, so we keep our feet flat on the metal floorboards and let the forest road swallow all the details. Keep the speed. Watching the asphalt lines blinking past the hood, leaving the heavy thoughts behind us. In the dark woods, your cold hands reaching back to touch my shoulder, moving too fast to worry about getting older. Just the hum of the road and the wind in the trees, the simplest quiet that we could ever freeze. Ever freeze. Just the white lines rushing under the car, driving so fast we don't know where we are. The trees are dark now, the highway is gray. We keep the speed and we drive away. Into the dark, into the dark. The branches of the oaks are locking together above the asphalt,
Blocking the sun and turning the road into a cool dark hall.
I can see the green leaves brushing against the passenger side glass.
You look back at me, your eyes narrowed in the wind.
The tires are hitting the wet asphalt with a fast, wet sound.
We have been climbing this mountain road for 2 hours now,
Leaving all the heavy boxes behind in the driveway.
just holding on to the steering wheel and watching Watching the speed, watching the speed into the green.
The light is flashing through the leaves like a film strip.
Yellow spots on the dashboard, appearing and disappearing.
You tell me to turn up the radio, you wanna hear something loud.
I keep my hand on the gear shift right next to yours.
The smell of damp pine needles and cold metal in the air.
Your messy brown hair is flying across the lens of the camera.
We don't talk about the keys we left on the kitchen table.
We just look straight ahead into the green tunnel. Green tunnel. Keep the speed, driving fast through this green tunnel of trees.
Letting the wind carry away the cold memories.
Looking right at you while the road rushes by.
Under the vastness
Of the gray afternoon sky.
moving too fast to feel the weight of the town.
Letting the forest road swallow us down.
Swallow us down.
Green tunnel.
My face is cold from the open passenger window.
But I don't wanna roll the glass up yet.
We're leaving the old streets and the houses behind.
Trying to find where the forest road finally ends.
If we slow down, the thoughts will catch up.
So we keep our feet flat on the metal floor.
Watching the green tunnel swallow the day.
Swallow the day.
Keep moving,
Driving fast through this green tunnel of trees.
letting the wind carry away the cold memories.
Looking right at you while the road rushes by.
Under the vastness
Of the gray afternoon sky.
moving too fast to feel the weight of the town.
Letting the forest road swallow us down.
Swallow us down. Just the green leaves in the camera lens.
Watching where the forest highway ends.
The air is cold now, the light is gray.
We keep the speed and we drive away.
Drive away.
Into the green. Into the green.
The road is beginning to bend too sharply to the left. My knuckles are turning white on the steering wheel grips. I can see you in the mirror, your eyes closed against the wind, your chin resting on the cold glass of the passenger door. The motion of the car is making my head spin circles, a slow dizziness that starts in the chest and climbs up. We have been driving too fast to think about what we left behind. The quiet hallway and the keys sitting on the counter shelf. But the speed is catching up. The road is winding tight. yellow light patches dancing across your forehead. I wanna pull over near the gravel edge and stop the engine, but your hand is resting on my shoulder, telling me to keep going. The smell of hot motor oil and damp pine needles in the cabin, the physical weight that makes it hard to breathe in the cabin air. We don't speak about the messages we left unanswered. We just watch the gray asphalt curve slide under the wheels. Don't slow down. Feeling the motion sickness from the winding forest highway, holding on to the steering wheel to keep the thoughts away. Looking at your messy hair blown by the cold mountain air, the most honest moment that we could ever share. Moving too fast to feel the weight of the old house, watching the green tunnel swallow the last daylight out. Daylight out. Daylight out. My stomach is turning with every sharp mountain curve. The speed is high, but the thoughts are still catching up. We cannot outrun the things we didn't say. Even if we keep this needle pointing at 65, my hand is shaking slightly on the gear shift grip. But I don't wanna slow down, I don't wanna park the car. So we keep the wheels moving along the gray pavement line. Gray pavement line, keep the speed. Feeling the motion sickness from the winding forest highway, holding on to the steering wheel to keep the thoughts away. Looking at your messy hair blown by the cold mountain air, the most honest moment that we could ever share. Moving too fast to feel the weight of the old house, watching the green tunnel swallow the last daylight out. Daylight out. Just the white road lines bending in the dark, leaving no footprint and leaving no mark. The forest is dark now, the cabin is cold. This is the only speed we get to hold. Get to hold. Get to hold. Motion sickness.
I reached over and pressed the plastic button on the dashboard panel. The glovebox door fell open against my knees with a soft thud, releasing a bunch of old receipts and scribbled gasoline slips. My fingers are searching through the messy pile in the plastic compartment, looking for that cassette we recorded in the living room last winter. The one with the blue ink title that is starting to smear from the humidity. The tires are humming along the gray highway. swallow us down, swallow us down. I found the cassette tape at the very back of the plastic drawer. The plastic case is scratched and dusty from the long miles. I push it into the tape deck slot and wait for the click. The music starts to play, slightly warbly and tape saturated. It sounds like the room where we used to sit and discuss the future before we packed the bags and drove into the forest road. We don't need to look back, we don't need to slow down the speed. Don't slow down, keep the speed. Searching the glove box while the engine hums so loud, leaving the heavy thoughts behind us in the forest cloud. Your hands tight on the wheel as the road begins to bend, hoping this highway drive is something that will never end. Moving too fast to feel the weight of the old town, watching the green canopy swallow us down, swallow us down. Just the old cassette tape playing in the deck, watching where the green asphalt road ends. The air is cold now, the light is gray. We keep the speed and we drive away into the green, into the green. The needle on the dial is touching the red edge. The yellow signs are showing sharp curves ahead. I grip the door handle tight while the frame shakes. We don't wanna think about the friction or the brakes. The wind off the forest is screaming in our ears, blowing away the dust of the last 3 years. You are looking at me from the driver's side seat, your foot pressed flat where the metal floorboards meet. There is a rattle in the dashboard that won't go away, but we keep the speed through the early night gray on the edge. On the edge. The asphalt is cracked and wet from the mountain mist. We didn't check the tires before we started this. I can see the green trees blurring in the headlight beam, like the fast-moving pieces of a restless dream. We ignore the red warning light on the dashboard dial. We haven't seen another car for at least 10 miles. Just the smell of gasoline, cold mountain pine, and the tires screeching on the yellow center line. Don't slow down, pushing past the speed limit sign on the road, trying to drop the weight of the heavy load. Your messy hair gone in the open passenger space, the cold wind hitting us straight in the face. Moving too fast to feel the weight of the town, watching the dark forest swallow us down, swallow us down. Speed limit. Speed limit. My cheeks are windburned from the rush of the air, but I don't wanna roll the window glass up yet. We are pushing the
reflect off the damp tree trunks and the wet asphalt curves. I keep my eyes locked on the narrow corridor of light we make. You are sitting back inside the passenger seat now. Your cheeks flush red. Your messy brown hair is slowly cooling down in the quiet cabin air. The dash lights are cast in a soft green wash across your hands. We didn't look back when we reached the crest of the mountain ridge. We just kept our feet flat on the pedal boards, watching the trees go by. Trees go into the night. A small bug hits the glass with a wet click. Then another one. We're driving through a cloud of cold forest mist in the valley floor. I can see the reflections of the dashboard dials in your eyes. You are holding the black plastic camera in your lap, fingers still. There is no sound except the tires gripping the wet asphalt road and the low, heavy rumble of the engine block underneath
the key from the ignition slot, and the humming stopped. A sudden heavy weight dropped over the cabin space. We parked on the gravel edge of the dark forest highway, where the tall trees completely block out the stars. You can hear the hot metal of the engine block ticking slowly, one click at a time, cooling down in the chilly night air. Your messy brown hair is still damp from the rush of the wind, but you finally rolled up the passenger window glass. We don't need to check the map to know we are far away, leaving the keys and the empty mugs behind us in the dark, engine idle. The forest road is quiet now, just the wind in the upper branches, making a low rushing sound that feels like the ocean tide. I can see the outline of your camera sitting on the dashboard shelf. The roll of film inside is full of our fast runaway scenes. You turn your head to look at me in the green dashboard light. Your cheeks are still red, your eyes look peaceful and tired. We don't talk about the empty kitchen we left behind this morning. We just sit here and listen to the engine cooling down, cooling down. Don't speak. Listen to the engine idle in the dark woods, finding the quiet place where we finally stood. Our messy hair cooling in the peaceful cabin space. No more forest wind hitting us in the face. Moving too fast to worry about the old town, letting the quiet highway swallow us down. Swallow us down, swallow us down. Engine idle. We drove as far as the fuel tank could carry us tonight. We left all the unanswered messages behind in the valley fog. There is nothing